This list is going to take a look at 5 RPGs that are 10 years old or older. Games you should play if you haven't, or maybe you need to revisit them. The game's following will not be in any particular ranked order, and of course, no major story spoilers will be shown. So, are you ready to dive into 5 RPGs that have stood the test of time? Let's go. Gearbox Software's 2012 Borderlands 2 is a fun, twisted humor shooter RPG. The game's known for having too many guns to count. Despite being 13 years old, it still provides a good time, and I think it's aged well. It has a good balance of story and shooting action. You play as a vault hunter on the planet of Pandora, looking for the legendary vault. Along the way, you'll meet some familiar faces from the first game. But if you didn't manage to play the first game, that's fine too, as this game acts just fine as a starting point for newcomers to the series. The only thing you'll be missing out on is character backgrounds and extra details on some of those characters. Borderlands 2 will offer plenty of dark humor throughout, which adds to the fun, quirky style of the game. And I think it even elevates the characters that much more.
Hey, how did Brussels suck? How's your day been, buddy? We haven't really talked much since I left you for dead. Hey, you think you'll freeze to death out there? No, probably not. Bandits will get you first. My day? Been pretty good. Just bought a pony made of diamonds. Yeah, because I'm rich. So, you know, that's cool. Goodbye.
What have you done? These are human beings with lives and families and... totally kidding. Screw those guys.
I'm racking my brain trying to think of a name for that diamond pony I bought. I was going to call it Piss for Brains in honor of you, but that just feels immature. Hey, maybe Butt Stallion? Nah, that's even worse. I'll tell you what, I'll give it some more thought.
You can choose from a few characters that are distinctly different from one another on their skills and abilities they can perform, adding to the replayability factor if you want. You can take this on solo or in a co-op fashion. I remember when I first played this, my buddy and I had an absolute blast with it. Recently, I took it on solo. There could be some tricky encounters like some boss fights. However, that's the beauty of the game having a fight for your life feature, where you can get that second win by landing kill shots while in final stand. It's one of the more unique and now distinct looking graphic styles I've seen in a game too. I love that aspect, very comic book like, and it works splendidly. Bethesda's 2011 Elder Scrolls Skyrim is a stellar fantasy action RPG experience. I'll be honest, I've yet to play another Elder Scrolls game, but when you start with Skyrim, I'm sure it's hard to try to go to another one. I love the feel of this game, the epic Dragonborn soundtrack that hits you as you load up the game, to the amount of detail that's packed into this, from having a dragon's roar echoing off the mountains, to the different icons you see in the world map separating one major city from the next. It's also very satisfying how they tackled skills in this game, where you have to perform that skill in order to level it up. I found myself being drawn to the archery, being my highest skill. Then, you can head over to the skills constellations once leveling up to apply a point into those categories to improve perks. I believe this is a very well-rounded RPG when it comes to storytelling, having rich stories aside from the main quest of learning what it means to be the Dragonborn. Whether you're just getting off track and randomly talking to NPCs, to stumbling into a faction arc with the likes of the Thieves Guild, Dark Brotherhood, or others, it's very easy to get lost in the world. For being 14 years old, Skyrim could be very easily considered a timeless classic. Just stay safe on your travels out there, or you could end up like this guy.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
Obsidian Entertainment's contribution to the Fallout world with their 2010 creation of Fallout New Vegas is brilliant. I think it's kind of funny how a lot of people, like myself, happen to like this Fallout entry the best, and it's not even truly a Bethesda title. It's only under their publisher banner. For the most part, it still plays like the other Fallout games I've played, being Fallout 3 and 4. But the writing seems much stronger, making for a great main quest and a ton of side stories throughout. The main story is you are a mail courier who gets intercepted by a group of strangers. You are shot and somehow manage to survive, leading to you seeking out answers on why and what is happening. Along the way, you'll encounter factions, which you can choose to assist or destroy, which will help shape the wastelands of New Vegas. If you plan on playing on PC, just a heads up, it can be buggy, really buggy. but if you can hang in there, it's a really great game for being 15 years old, and it's still the go-to game I recommend for newcomers to the Fallout series. The action element will be a little rougher in comparison to the likes of Fallout 4, where you'll have to be reliant on the VAT system, which Fallout is famous for, or spam heals through bringing up your Pip-Boy in action. Ubisoft's 2012 first-person shooter RPG, Far Cry 3 is one you must check out if you want to experience the true essence of what the Far Cry series is all about. Having you and your friends have a vacation go horribly wrong, landing on the Rook Islands, somewhere in the Pacific, being controlled by pirates and mercenaries, in addition to having to face one of the best villains in video game history in Voss, Montenegro.
Jumping out of airplanes, flying like birds. That is crazy. I like this phone. This is a nice fucking phone. So, what do we have here? Grant and Jason from California, huh? Well, I hope your mama and your papa really, really love you, because you two white boys, you look very expensive. And that's good, because I like expensive things. I'm sorry, what did you say? What did you say? Do you want me to slice you open like I did your friend? Shut the fuck up! Okay? I'm the one with the fucking dick. Look at me. Look me in the fucking eye. Hey! You look me in the eye. You're my bitch. I rule this fucking kingdom. Shut the fuck up, or you die.
It's packed with action throughout and an entertaining, psychedelic story, and a whole island to explore. One of the concepts I loved in this, but I wish other games would do something similar, or at least attempt, is branching out from a standard skills tree, where somehow it ties into the story itself. In Far Cry 3, you'll have the Tatau, which is an evolving tattoo, where it grows the design as you progress through the skills. You'll have to walk the path of the warrior to find its true meaning and learn the secrets of the island. The beauty of this game is you don't have to play the Far Cry series in order. If you are to experience just one of the games in the series, I'd recommend this being that one. One of my all-time favorite games, CD Projekt Red's 2015 The Witcher 3. I'm sure you've heard about this game, as famous as it's become. I don't really want to overhype this game for you, so I'll ease up and just tell you. If you like fantasy, medieval style games, you should give this one a go. I will warn you, it can be slow to take off on the story pacing, but if you hang in there, you may have a great time and see why this game is so highly talked about. A story of Geralt of Rivia, the Witcher, as he sets out to find Ciri, basically a daughter to him and who holds a special gift, who's on the run from the Wild Hunt. Now, this can come with a caveat, as I'd recommend you watching a video like, here's what to know leading up to The Witcher 3. You could always take this on without watching anything. I admit, I did that my very first go around, and there was some stuff I was a little confused on, but as the story went on, I was able to piece things together and gain context, so I believe you could too. Or, if you are truly invested in the Witcher world, you could always check out the other games. Just brace yourself, because 1 is pretty rough, and 2 actually isn't that bad. But they're not open world RPGs like this, but you got options. Just a heads up though. One thing in particular that has brought me back to this game quite a few times is how there is 36 possible endings with choices matter outcomes, and I even may find myself giving it a 6th go with The Witcher 4 coming in the future. To round it out, the world can leave you with several hours of content to explore, as it's beautifully and elaborately crafted, having lots of quests to stumble into. From checking out village job boards, having monster hunt contracts available for hire, talking with NPCs that need the aid of a stranger. I've had 5 playthroughs of this game so far, and I'm still managing to find new things when I return. So, that's the list. Make sure to let me know your takes in the comments. Have you played any of these? Do you have a favorite from this list? Is there any games that fit this list that needed mentioning? I'm new to this whole list thing, with this being my very first one. These classic RPGs have undoubtedly contributed to the genre's growth and evolution over the years. They've set the standard for what a good RPG should be, and their enduring appeal is a testament to their timelessness.
Damn right.
If you want more details on the following games, I have done spoiler-free reviews on those games here on the channel. I appreciate you and your time if you stuck it out with me. Please consider dropping a like and subscribing if you haven't already. But most importantly, remember to take care of yourself, have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next video.